Problem 316. A compound shaft consisting of a steel segment and an aluminum segment is acted upon by two torques as shown in the figure. Determine the maximum permissible value of T subject to the following conditions. The shearing stress for steel should be less than or equal to 83 megapascal. The shearing stress for the aluminum should be less than or equal to 55 megapascal. And the angle of rotation of the free end is limited to 6 degrees. Modulus of rigidity for steel is 83 gigapascal, and for aluminum is 28 gigapascal. Okay, so we're given the allowable stresses. For steel, it should not exceed 83 megapascal. And for aluminum, it should be less than or equal to 55 megapascal. So for shearing stress, for solid shaft, the maximum shearing stress is 16 T divided by pi d cubed. Now this T here is not the external torque. It is the resisting torque in each shaft. So meaning, we need to find T sub ST and T sub AL. So if we're going to cut a section in the steel segment and draw the free body diagram, it should look like this. In the free body diagram, torques are represented by double arrows. So this is the external torque to T, and this one is T. And this will be the resisting torque for the steel. We call that T sub ST. And for equilibrium, T sub ST is just equal to 2T plus T, or T sub ST is 3T. And then for the aluminum, we cut a section in the aluminum segment. So we only have T here as the external torque, and the resisting torque is T sub AL. And for equilibrium, again, T sub AL is equal to T. For steel, the shearing stress is 16 times the torque divided by pi times the diameter of steel cube. So if you're going to use the maximum allowable stress for steel, now we now have 83 for the shearing stress equals 16 times T sub ST, which is 3 times the external torque T divided by pi divided by its diameter, which is 50 cube. So we get T equals 83 times pi times 50 cube divided by 16 divided by 3 equals 679.04 times 10 to the power of 3. The unit will be Newton millimeter, because this is Newton per square millimeter, this is millimeter cube. So the result would be Newton millimeter. Or the torque is 679.04 Newton meter. So for the aluminum, the shearing stress is 16 times the torque for the aluminum divided by P times diameter of the aluminum cube. Okay, so allowable shearing stress is 55 megapascal times 16. T sub AL is just equal to T here divided by pi divided by 40 cube. Our T is 55 times pi times 40 cube divided by 16 equals 691.15 times 10 to the power of 3 Newton millimeter, or that's 691.15 Newton meter. Okay, and then the last condition is that the angle of twist at the free end, theta, is limited to 6 degrees, or that is 6 times pi over 180 radians. If we are going to visualize the angle of twist, let's say we are going to look at the front of the shaft. Okay, so say for example, this is the front of the shaft. And let us consider a point here. So this is the center here. Okay, so due to the external torque 2T applied here, the steel, this point would tend to move in this direction, let's say up to here. Okay? And this point in the aluminum shaft will now be here. So in this case, there is still no twisting in the aluminum shaft, only in the steel. And then at the free end, at the aluminum segment, there's another torque here. So now this torque will still cause this point to move somewhere over here. And this movement up to here, that will be the angle of twist for the steel. Okay? So now, this point for the aluminum is now here. But there is still no twisting in the aluminum shaft. Now, due to this point will now move, say, somewhere here. Okay? And this will be the angle of twist for the aluminum. And this total rotation is called the total angle of twist, which is 6 degrees. So from this diagram, we can say that the angle of twist for the steel plus the angle of twist for the aluminum is equal to 6 degrees, or that's 6 pi over 180 radians. So angle of twist is equal to TL over JG. So T is the internal torque, the length, the polar moment of inertia, and the modulus of rigidity. T sub ST times L sub ST over J for ST and G for ST plus T for AL times L for AL over J for AL over G for AL is 6 pi over 180. So T sub ST is equal to 3T times the length, which is given to be 900 millimeter, divided by J, which is pi times its diameter to the power of 4 divided by 32 times the modulus of rigidity in gigapascal, then we'll multiply 1000 to make it megapascal. Plus, for the aluminum, it's just T times the length of 600 divided by pi divided by the diameter, 40 to the 4th power, over 32 divided by 28 gigapascal multiplied by 1000 to make that megapascal equals 6 pi over 180. So our T is 6 times pi divided by 180 divided by the quantity 3 times 900 divided by pi divided by 50 to the power of 4 divided by 83 divided by 1000 times 32. So that's for the first term, plus the second term, 600 divided by pi divided by 40 to the 4th power divided by 28 divided by 1000 times 32, close parenthesis, equals 757.32. This is times 10 to the power of 3. This is in Newton millimeter. So in Newton meter, this is 757.32 Newton meter. So we have three answers to choose from. We have 679, 691, and 757. So our final answer would be, that is the greatest value of t that will not exceed a stress of 83, a stress of 55, and an angle of twist of 6 degrees. And that should be 679.04 Newton meter.